This is the Traxxas T-Max 3.3, all built up with the Easy Start system. Now this thing came ready to run. It's got the Easy Start system, it's got the transmitter, the receiver, it had a battery pack, but it's a little bit old, so we're gonna be upgrading this thing to a new battery system, giving it a wash, as you guys can see it needs. And then as soon as that's done, we're gonna get this thing listed on eBay, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and we're gonna see how much money we can make on this thing. Now the first thing we're gonna do is get this new Turgy Nanotech battery pack installed. Then we're gonna get this thing out, make sure that it runs, and then we'll spend all the time trying to actually clean this thing up and making it look pretty before we go sell it. Now this car did not come with a battery, but I was able to find this one on Amazon for only 20 bucks, so I think it's a pretty good deal for this T-Max. Just to keep you guys up to date on how much we've already spent on this bad boy, we've got $113 into the car. We're gonna need one of these little battery switches in order to get the car going, which is gonna cost us $5. We've got the battery pack that was also $5, and the body to the car that was $20. That gives us a total of $143 spent. And with any luck, we're gonna be selling this thing for probably somewhere around $200 to $220. First things first, we're gonna get this old battery pack out. Just had one of these old Venom 1600 milliamp NiCad battery packs in it. These are good for some people, but I prefer to run LiPo. And of course, since we're switching over from NiCad to these LiPo packs, we're gonna have to switch out the switch so that it's compatible with the new battery. All right, so we got the switch installed, we got the battery installed, we've tested all of the electronics, everything seems to be working good. We're gonna take this thing out, see if we can get it started, and I just hope it works. You know how Nitros can be. They're just a little finicky sometimes. First thing we're gonna try to do is prime this thing. All right, now. See if we can start it. Sounds like it wants to go. I feel like we need to prime it a little more. Oh! Oh, we're out of gas. I've got this new gas I wanted to try by VP Racing. It's just a 20% nitro fuel. You know, good deal on Amazon. Let's try it out. If I don't stop soon, this thing's gonna break. This thing is sick. I think this is probably the best deal I've had so far as getting a car for as cheap as possible. I mean, getting this thing for $113 is absolutely nuts. I forgot that this thing had a two-speed transmission too, so being able to rip around out here, whether you're on pavement or on grass, just having a great time. I'm having a blast out here. I'm really sad I have to get rid of this one. The thing literally started up within, I mean, you guys saw the beginning. It started up within maybe 1 minute or so. It was absolutely crazy. Having so much fun with this thing. Man, I wish I could keep it. What do you guys think of this thing? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm having a blast with it, if I haven't said that enough already. Nitro cars are just so much more fun than electric. I've been an electric fanboy forever. I don't know, man, something about the sound of Nitro that just gets you going, you know? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Nitro versus electric. I know electric just works, and if you're looking to just buy something that you can go out on your lunch break and have fun with, you can't beat electric. But if you're looking for something that's really gonna give you kind of like the thrill of RC, the way that it was like in the 90s, you can't go wrong with Nitro. All right, let's get this thing back to the shop and let's get it cleaned up and let's get it listed for you guys. Next up, we're gonna pull all the electronics out of this thing so that we don't ruin them with water. Then we're gonna give this thing a pressure wash with some Simple Green. All right, well, we've got her all cleaned up. Well, I mean, as cleaned up as you can get an older Nitro. We got the frame all looking good. All of the wheels and everything are all polished up. I was thinking about repainting this bumper, but I just can't see it affecting the resale value, so I'm probably just gonna leave it like that. Even though most of these electronics are usually water resistant, I usually like to at least take out the receiver and the batteries when I'm cleaning a car because I don't know, it seems like the least you can do. But this thing is shining almost like a brand new car. Unfortunately, when I was cleaning the car, I did ruin one of the air filters here. So I'm gonna order a brand new one of these so that whoever gets this thing doesn't have any issues with it. I'm gonna give this thing a couple of days before I throw all the electronics in it, just so that it can really get dried out. Also, I gotta order that filter, like I said, so that'll probably take a couple days to come in anyways. I am really bummed that I don't get to keep this thing. That's probably the hardest part of this series, is fixing up all of these cars and then having to ship them off to a new owner. It kind of breaks your heart when you're done working on these things, but that's just part of it. What do you guys think of this body though? I think this thing looks pretty epic. I did put a couple of the stickers on as well as I could. I'm not the very best at putting them on, but I think it looks pretty cool. So here's the deal. Whoever ends up with this car is getting the car, the easy start system, the transmitter, the receiver, the battery. You'll have everything you need on day one to get out and use this thing with the exception of gas. Now, eventually the battery that you use for the transmitter and the receiver is gonna die, and at that point you can decide whether you want to get a charger to continue using the LiPo battery, or if you already have some hump packs laying around, you can obviously use those. I just really like running the Nitro batteries, but this thing, or the LiPo batteries, but obviously this thing is coming 100% ready to run. I want to give this to somebody who's literally trying to get into RC for the first time and just wants to pull this thing out of the box, throw the easy start on it. This thing started up in like, what was that, like 15, 20, 30 seconds or something like that. It was absolutely crazy. So whoever ends up with this is going to have a very easy time getting into their first Nitro, which is pretty cool. Now I'm just going to take some pictures of this thing, get it listed on eBay, and then later tonight I'll throw it up on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Let Go, whatever you call that other one. And we'll just see how much money we can get for this thing. If you guys are looking to know how we're doing on our profit margins throughout this whole thing, I just did a video gathering up all the information so far with how much money we've made. And basically what I'm gonna do is every 3 or 4 cars I sell, I'm gonna make another video explaining how much money we've made so far, because explaining it every single video just gets kind of tedious. Now I know I said in the last video that the Kyosho Inferno was gonna be the next one we do, but I don't know, I was really looking forward to using a T-Max for the first time. I've driven very similar cars to this before, but I've never had a Nitro monster truck before. So I really got excited about that, and where it had the transmitter and everything, it was literally just ready to go. So I think the Kyosho Inferno Neo is gonna be in the next one, but My ADHD will decide when it's ready. Some people had tried in the last video putting links to their own eBay listings of where they're selling cars, which is great, but YouTube does not like it when people put their own links in the comments of YouTube videos unless they're actually the creator of the video. So if you guys are looking to send me links on the products that you guys have for sale, the best way to do it is to either message me on TikTok or Instagram at @WickedRemoteControl, and you'll be able to just DM me your listings there. And if the listing is a good deal, keep in mind, I have to be able to make money on them, so I'm not gonna pay you market value for them. You have to be willing to let them go at like 50% of market value or somewhere around there in order for us to be able to work something out. But if you guys wanna send me your listings, I'm more than happy to look into them. Oh! Look at this freaking thing. This is like the X-Max, oh my God. This is like the X-Max of Nitro RC. It's a team associated MGT, I believe is the model. This thing is a monster. I mean, oh baby. I cannot wait to get this one going. This might be one I have to keep. I don't know. I keep saying that. I really want to keep one of these things. Anyways, future video for this bad boy. Now, as always, there's gonna be a link in the description to eBay that's gonna let you guys bid on this thing if you wanna get it. I always put this starting bid around like $50 to $80 or so it gives everybody the opportunity to bid on this thing, because if you could put a bid in on this thing and win it like $50 or $80, I'd be screwed. Don't let it go that low, but it's always there if you guys want to take a chance. All right, now that that's done, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, if you guys want to buy this thing, there's going to be a link in the description down below. Also, we're doing this series every single Friday. Episodes come out usually around 9 a.m. So make sure you guys are subscribed and have your notification bell enabled so you guys are notified every single time I post. That's it though for this video. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.